is Aromie here. Welcome back to Tailor Tales. We're here. Great. Chapter 28. Gonna assume this is the last one. Maybe. As I look out at my customers perusing Aroma's wares, I feel a wave of contentment wash over me. In the aftermath of Gray and me breaking into Ivan's apartment complex, business has slowly returned to normal. Though we failed to steal the evidence Ivan had against Gray, it was likely destroyed in the fire. Not only that, but Gray is certain he dug up enough dirt on Ivan to have him arrested. In spite of this, I'm not actually sure that Ivan will be going to jail. Gray texted that he was in police custody, but I have yet to hear if he was either charged or released. The peacefulness of these past few weeks could all still be an illusion. Ivan could still be latching some scheme to hurt me. He could still pop in and threaten me at any moment. I wonder if Ivan has good lackeys that will still attack us. Cause he had those two dum-dums. I don't know how to them. Though Ivan didn't seem to notice Gray or me sneaking around his place at night, I can't know he didn't spot us for sure. And if he did, I'm sure he went to seek revenge. Ivan had plenty of people working for him. He could have okay, never mind, they answered my question. He could have tasked some of them with harassing my store in his absence. I try to soothe my raging fears. Nothing has been amiss as of late. Hopefully that will continue to be the case. Excuse me, could I order this in another size? My head turns in the direction of the woman's voice and I smile as I lock eyes with one of my regulars. Absolutely. I look over at her briskly before examining the beige blazer with large copper buttons. Anything else you'd like changed? The fabric or the color maybe? No, it's wonderful just as is, like always. I laugh lightly as I lead the lady over to the front counter. You flatter me. I leaf through a little notebook until I find her name. Have your measurements changed since your last order? I think I've got them written down here, I say. That should be right, she replies. As the woman pulls out her pocketbook to pay, she studies the view of the streets from Roma's front windows. By the way, the woman says, leaning closer, it's nice to see those men lurking around have stayed away. From her hushed tone of voice, I can tell she's trying to ensure none of my other customers over here. To be honest, I didn't know when it would be safe to come back. I hated being harassed like that. I'm glad you got rid of them. A wave of anger washes over me as I remember that the last time I saw this woman, she was chased away from my shop by Ivan's goons. Anger is quickly replaced by uncertainty and guilt. Are they truly gone for good? Are my customers safe? Yes, I'm relieved as well, I say quickly. Let me know if anything remotely like that happens to you ever again. The last thing I'd want is for my customers to have a bad experience because of me. Oh dear, it is not your fault. It's those gangs again. All that rivalry business has been going on for far too long. The woman sighs as she stuffs her credit card back into her purse along with her receipt. I completely agree, I reply quietly. As I am one of the gang leaders. My smile is strained as I wish her goodbye. I wonder what she would say if she knew of my own involvement with the gangs. I wanted to leave all that behind as I started my new life as the owner of Aromas, but it followed me anyway. I groan, one hand runs through my hair in utter frustration. Enough with all this anxiety. I shoot a text off to Gray, asking if he's heard any news about Ivan again. Though Gray has assured me there's nothing to worry about time and time again over these past few weeks. I don't understand how he can be so sure. He's been somewhat elusive as of late. I haven't heard much from him beyond a few texts here and there, which if history is anything to go by, leads me to believe there's something he's not sharing, some problem he's facing on his own. Though he did tell me a few weeks back that he'd be working to get Ivan arrested, I'm now realizing that maybe it wasn't as simple as handing the police a piece of paper. My phone vibrates. A notification lights up across the screen, giving me a preview of Gray's response. We should talk in person. I'll come by after Roma's closes. I give an affirmative reply before turning my attention back to my customers. If anything will make the hours go by faster, it'll be giving my full focus to the work in front of me. Okay. Before the door can fully close behind the last customer leaving, Gray bursts through the front entrance and makes a beeline for me. You're early, I knew. As he reaches me, Gray swoops in to kiss me. My bottom lip drops open slightly, giving away my surprise and allowing our kiss to deepen. I couldn't wait any longer, Gray says. He's so cute. He's so cute. Not number one cute, but he's still cute. Even after he pulls back, Gray's energy charges the room like a candle lighting the darkness. Do you want the good news first or the great news? Oh, I have never heard this before. Do you want the good news or the great news? Oh my god, one day I can say that. Oh my god. I'm gonna tell Tyler this later. Yo! Bro. Okay. Wow. Oh my god, I wish I could hear that in real life. It's always, do you want to hear the bad news or the good news? It's never, do you want to hear the good news or the great news? Oh, dude. Crazy. His eyes sparkle with excitement. I practically hear his heart pounding from a few feet away. The great news? No, I would want the good news first. Ivan is in jail. Gray beams. Officially. His announcement hits me like a punch to the gut. I search for the nearest chair and need to sit down to process this. How? On what charges? I asked, flabbergasted. Gray casually shrugs his shoulders. Drug trafficking, believe it or not. My jaw drops so fast and so far open that for a moment I fear it'll hit my throat. What? I nearly shrieked. Since when has Ivan been selling drugs? Apparently he's been quite successful at it for quite a few years now, Gray remarks, which helps explain why he was so insistent you sell him this shop to launder through. He must have been desperate for new avenues. My mind still reeling from these reveals races to process the new information. Gray, how long have you known about this? There's a hint of doubt in my tone. Gray's eyes scrutinize my expression, trying to guess what I'm thinking. I've had a feeling he was up to more than just poker for a while now, but I didn't know the details until recently. Not until we broke into his place. If I had known, I wouldn't have been in business with him, Gray says firmly. I'm not feeling some relief as well as guilt for doubting Gray. So you turned over what you found the night to the cops. Gray shakes his head firmly. I wish it was as simple as that, but I was determined to be thorough. The documents I found prove Ivan was laundering money, but I knew there was more to be found, Gray continues. The more he's charged with, the better the chances he goes away and leaves us alone, right? So I did some digging. There was a dark glint in Gray's bewitching silver eyes. I found the warehouse he was operating in and the drugs he was trafficking through there. I brought the police right to his door. Today he was denied the possibility of bail due to the judge ruling he was a threat to the community, Gray announces proudly. The effort I put in made a difference. So what's been keeping you occupied these past few weeks? I say slowly. That's amazing, Gray. So that's what's been keeping you. Yeah. I read it as a question. Though I am truly impressed with his work, I can't seem to shake the frown forming on my face. I wish you would be more open with me. I don't want to help anymore. Not with illegal activities. It's hard when it feels like you'd rather ghost me than tell me what's going on in your life. You've been doing this a lot lately when there's something you're struggling with on your own. And now I can't help but get anxious when I haven't heard from you in a few days. I rake a hand through my hair, messing up my parted locks. I don't like worrying about you so much, Gray. I wish you would talk to me with whatever it is you're dealing with. Gray places his hand on either side of my face, cupping it gently. Chico, I never meant to make you feel anxious. Maybe you get tired of hearing this, but I do just want to protect you. If you want to be looped in, I can do that, but you have to promise me that you trust me when I say a situation is too risky and not get involved. My face scrunches as I consider the compromise. Okay, I relent. So what's the good news? Gray's charming grin resurfaces. His shoulders straighten to his chest becomes more prominent. I got a job. Oh, you did, I gasp. Great, that's amazing news. What will you be doing? I sit straight to attention, wanting to hear every word. Bartending, believe it or not. Remember that fight I wasted? Oh my god, wait. Oh, you're keeping connections to work with the guy between the academy and the Riverside gang, Gray asked. And not solemnly, that night it seared into my memory. A frantic phone call from Nikki. Riversiders destroying our turf. We're finding out my persona as a rival gang leader. Well, turns out all that action made the bartender on duty that night quit. Gray continues. They've been struggling to find a replacement who's willing to work there after what happened. I figured I'd be a decent fit. I've mixed more than my fair share of drinks running poker games, and we both know I can hold my own in a fight. Not that I don't need to, now with Ivan gone and Roma at my side. Gray winks. This is incredible, I exclaim. I mean, who knew someone messing with my territory would turn out to be such a good thing? Gray's smile turns downright devilish. I certainly did. As his hand reached for my thighs, I squeal and jump out of my chair. Gray's grin widens as he goes to follow me, but then he stops. Actually, there's something else I want to talk to you about, Gray says. I know it's a little last minute, but my first shift starts in about an hour, and I'd like for you to come by tonight, see me in action. Oh, sure, I say. I glance over at the glassy clock mounted on the wall and note the time. I'll be there. Oh, okay. When I walk into Wayside at the beginning of the night, the first thing I do is search for Gray. As expected, I find him working behind the bar, dressed cleanly and pouring liquid into a shaker with confidence. I slide into a seat at the far end of the bar, waving him over with one hand. Can I get some service over here? I say loudly. Gray's eyes snap over to me, instantly softening when they meet mine. He takes his sweet time finishing up the drink he was pouring, fighting back his smirk the entire time. I drum my nails against the bar top, feigning impatience. Sorry to keep you waiting, miss. What can I get for you tonight? He says after he finally saunters over. I stand up, leaning over the bar to whisper something downright dirty into his ear. What do you think? Can you make that for me? I ask innocently. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. As I sit back down on the bar stool, I swear the tips of Gray's ears are tinged pink. I can check the back to see if we have it in stock. When I come with, he teases. Before I can respond, I feel some tap on my shoulder coming from behind. I swallow my stool to find Sarah right behind me and Jet just a bit further away. Hey, I say surprise, what a coincidence! I didn't expect to see you two here tonight. Sarah's brows furrows at my words. What do you mean, Michiko? We were all planning on meeting here tonight. Now it's my turn to look befuddled. You didn't tell her, Jet asks Gray. Tell me what? I turn to stare at the silver-eyed man behind the bar as well. It was a surprise, Gray explains. He asked everyone to come here tonight to celebrate the end to all three gangs, Sarah adds. Everyone? My eyes scan the room trying to discern my best friend's meaning. Upon closer examination, I can spot numerous familiar faces on the dance floor along the bar. This place is packed with members of the Cleaner Academy Decapple Gang. Nikki's among them. When he sees me staring at him from across the room, he smiles and waves hello. Now that Ivan's out of the picture, I figured it's time for you and I to retire from being the Phantom and Aroma, Gray continues. We're going to embrace our new titles instead. Before I can ask Gray what it means, he disappears into a room marked as staff only, and the next moment the volume of loud music pumping through wasted speakers halved. As the partygoers look around confused, Gray emerges from the back room and grabs a champagne flute from underneath the bar. Armed with a fork, he clings the glass until he has the attention of the room. Hello everyone, thank you for coming, and for those of you who weren't invited and happen to be hanging out here tonight, I apologize for the interruption. There's a free beer in it for you if you let me ramble on for a minute. And just like that, the room happily gives its attention over to Gray for the time being. Dozens of eyes are upon him as he steps out from behind the bar. Tonight, we celebrate the first day of the rest of our lives. He falls silent for a moment, letting anticipation build. Tonight marks the end of the Riverside Gang that has been terrorizing Cleaner since our high school days. Ivan is gone, and after everything that happened, no one has wanted to take his place. As a result, the Riversiders decided to disband. The announcement incites some cheers from the crowd. Gray waits until they die down to continue. As leader of the Capos, I've decided it's time for our gang to follow suit. The Phantom is retiring, and we're all moving forward with our lives. Gray stares out in the audience with a stern look, as if daring the Capo to defy him. None do. Instead, my days will be better spent with Michiko, who's been trying to leave the gang life behind her for a decade now. As some eyes glance over at me, I straighten my posture and stare back. I give a brief nod, letting them know that Gray is communicating my wishes. My days as their gang leader are over. Gray briefly pauses his speech, looking at me as if to ask if there's anything I want to say. I'm happy to help you all if you need it in your own lives, like you helped me, but that'll be as Michiko, not as Aroma. The Cleaner Academy gang is no more, I broadcast clearly. Many of those Academy nods in understanding, Nikki is among them. Together we're going to start a new future. Gray's tone of voice lifts considerably, altering the atmosphere of the room along with it. And for Michiko and I, that'll be as boyfriend and girlfriend. Officially stated that we're boyfriend and girlfriend. As cheers erupts amongst our audience once more, I feel a blush creep along my neck. We've never fully officially labeled ourselves, I fucking knew it, as a couple until this moment. I can't stop the goofy grin from spreading across my face as I watch Gray command the crowd. When I first met Michiko, I could see she was beautiful and confident. I wanted to get to know her, to spend time with her. As I did, I learned what lies underneath. Hello? Are we doing vows all of a sudden? Gray locks eyes with me, his warm gaze full of affection. Michiko, your determination, perseverance, and passion are all inspiring. It made me want to be a better man, to seek out new opportunities. I wouldn't be standing here today without you, and trust me when I say that there's nowhere else I'd rather be. I'm finally heading down a path I can be proud of. I blink back the tears pooling at the corner of my eyes as I listen to Gray's kind words. To hear such high praises from the man I love and respect almost overwhelms me. As I beam at him, Gray smiles back before looking back at her now former gang mates to close out his speech. So let's drink in celebration of starting the new phase of our lives, everyone. The best is yet to come. Oh, to Gray and Michiko, Jet shouts. To the former Roma the Phantom, Nikki yells. The power couple, Sarah cheers. As many amongst the other gathered group of gang mates echo the sentiment, Gray ducks back in the other room, restores the music to full blast. Some start to dance again, moving and swaying their bodies to the bass, while Gray glides back behind the bar counter and starts pouring beers. I lock eyes with Nikki from halfway across the room and begin to make my way over to him. So, I say, breaking the ice, Ivan is a drug dealer, who would have thought? Nikki starts with the music before becoming more serious. I have my suspicion, but I never had anything concrete to go on. I wish I could have done more to stop him when I think of all the lives that have been affected. Nikki shakes his head somberly. You and Gray did a great thing taking him down. I'm just glad Ivan's drug trade hasn't affected my students. How are they, I ask. I remember many of them fondly from my days spent making costumes for the school play. They're as good as adolescents get. Life is never perfect, but most of the appropriate ups and downs for their age. And that's a good thing. We don't want them dealing with the same stuff that us old people have to handle, Nikki says with a laugh. Ugh, tell me about it. I can't believe we're hitting our late 20s. The years seem to go faster and faster, I sigh. Can't... Scary. Scary, because I also relate as I'm hitting my late 20s. Tell me about it. If you would have told me 10 years ago that I'd be dancing in a room with decaples today, I would have called you crazy. I would have called me crazy too, I laugh, as the two of us gaze at the dance floor chock full of mingling former Academy Decapo Gang members. I already start to feel nostalgic for this time. Put so much effort into helping each other, being there for one another, and now we're on our own, left to find a new pathway forward. We'll stick together, I'm sure of it. This isn't the last time we'll all get together, Nikki says confidently. A blank surprised by him practically reading my mind. The things we've seen and done over the years, that's unique to this group of people. No one else will completely understand what it was like to be a member of our gangs. That's a powerful draw, Nikki explains. Just wait, Michiko, this is the first night of many to come, Nikki assures me. I hope you're right, I say honestly. I know I am, he winks. Michiko, come dance with me, Sarah shouts. She maneuvers around the dance floor until she comes upon Nikki and me. Where's Chad, I ask. I scan the crowd for his tall form, eventually spot him over at the bar with Gray. I told him to get another drink for a while. I want to dance with my best friend, Sarah grins. Go ahead, Nikki says. I was hoping to catch up with some friends before they left anyway. Are you sure, I asked. You could come dance with us. Maybe in a little while. I'll wear myself out before Gray gave his speech, Nikki explains. See you guys later. Nikki takes his leave, banning me with Sarah and her infectious energy. I let out an exaggerated sigh. You're impossible to say no to, I jokingly complain. I take that as a compliment, Sarah beams. The two of us link arms and make our way to the dance floor, intent on having a good time. As of this moment, amongst the mass of friends and former gang mates, loud music and mood lighting, I love my life. When Gray bumped into me on the street corner a decade ago, there's no way I could have possibly predicted the impact he'd have on my life. Hell, I didn't want him in my life at all. And though leadership of the Cleaner Academy gang was thrust upon me both then and now, it served to bring us together and force me to open up to him. I'm grateful for this chapter of my life, for having the opportunity to act as Aromie. I'm also relieved that it's closing, leaving me with Aromie as Gray and my friends to start anew. It finally feels like I have the opportunity to focus on what I want and on what makes me happy. Starting now, I'm going to make the most of it. It's going to be one hell of a night. Innocent and patient. Skip the credits, yes. Alright, well... Ooh! What the heck? This is so cute! Okay. Wait, what? Do you want to... No? What the fuck? There's more? If you completed one end and if you want to unlock the other end, you have to start from chapter 25. Oh, fuck no. You can start a new character by... Okay. Wait, is there... What? Is this an actual chapter? Oh, okay, no. Okay, it's just... Okay. Well, anyway. Anyway. We got innocent ending. I'm not surprised in the slightest. Because look at that. 46. I chose 46 nice choices. Only 21 like flirtatious choices. To be honest, guys, I don't think we'll ever get the whatever option. The opposite of the innocent. Feisty option, I guess. Feisty ending. I don't know what to call it. But anyway. We have finished Gray's route. We have come to an end. Where does he rank on our charts? To be honest, I don't even know what my last ranking was. I didn't bother looking back on my last video of Kane to see. Or was it Kane? Or was it James? See, I don't even remember. All I know for sure is Dimitri's first, right? I swear he's first. I swear he's first. Dimitri's route I remember having the most fun in. So he's gonna be... If he wasn't first before in the last time I ranked everybody, he's first now, okay? Dimitri will always be first. I feel like... Oh, I don't know. I played this game for so many years now that I don't remember my freaking ranking. I have shit memory. So this isn't gonna be 100%, okay? On my ranking. Just because I have terrible memory. So I'm just gonna go off of what I remember. So Dimitri, I kind of want to move Kane up to number 2. I feel like he was in number 2. But from what I remember, I enjoyed his route as well. I don't remember how much I enjoyed it. But okay, it's going to be Dimitri Kane. I don't think I cared for James that much. So I'm going to move Neil as 3rd. Ooh. Dimitri Kane, Neil, James, Gray. Gray has to be. I'm so sorry. I was so excited for Gray's route because I thought he was going to be the true enemies to lovers. But personally, I don't think he was. I think he was like, you know, he was like in the middle. I don't know. His story, I just didn't care for it too much. Like, I feel like it was focused on too much of the gang life and not really their coupleness. They only became truly coupley at the very end, and that was like mid at best. I'm sorry, but it's my opinion, so it doesn't matter about my opinion. My opinion doesn't matter, right? You can love whoever you want, because I'm pretty sure everybody's ranking is different. But from my knowledge and memories of whatever faintly I remember each character, it's gonna be Dimitri K, Neil, James, and Gray. Yep, that's about it. That's about it. I just really remember liking Dimitri's. I'm sure some of you guys have a Gray on your very top. That's fine. That's fair. But I believe Aiden is next to be released, and then Eok currently in development, and then Zax is sometime this year, possibly next year. Don't know who this guy is. Like, where did he come from? Was he in someone's storyline and I just don't fucking remember? That's possibly likely. Anyway, Aiden here. Can we start it? Or is it a demo? I don't know. I don't want to like accidentally start it. Were you catfish? Is his profile picture even real? Wait, what? Aiden is addicted to playing a mobile game. He meets you on this game. Together you party up and the both of you hit it off. You end up liking him a lot. When the topic of meeting up with your online friends at a con comes up, you wonder if perhaps you can meet Aiden there as well. That is, until you run into him by pure accident and find out he's not who he says he is. Were you catfished? Is his profile picture even real? Alright, tech support. 6 foot, 25, taller than us. Okay, I'm gonna look that up if his route is actually fully complete. I don't think so, because otherwise it would be on the Steam profile and then tweet it out that his... Let me look it up while I'm here. Joselina hasn't posted since October 1st of 2023. And it seems like she is hyping up her new game called Moonstone. So... And then the last one that pertains to Tailor Tales is Eok's route is in development. Alright, it doesn't really say that Aiden is out. So we're not gonna worry about it. Yeah, but this isn't really... Okay. Aiden's route's not really out. It's just there. I guess it's just a demo. But I don't even want to play a demo because that would just be pure torture. Because what if I actually like him? Because I have a feeling this might be an interesting story. This might be a really interesting story, and I'm gonna feel sad if we can't actually play it. But anyway, this is the ending of Tailor Tales for now, until another release has been made. Because it seems like Eok is next, and then maybe Aiden and Zax. Because unless Aiden's in here by mistake, I don't know. But anyway, that's the ending of the series for now. I'll see you guys in the future. Definitely tell me your ranking, because clearly I don't remember my ranking at all, because it's been so long. And that's the sad part about playing a game as it gets released, because then if it's like a huge long gap, you kind of don't really remember. Or at least I don't remember my ranking, because I play other freaking visual novels and then I get obsessed with those characters and then I'll forget about them because I have shit memory. And I just played so many freaking visual novels. But thank you guys for watching today's episode. Or, well, yeah, okay, my brain's farting. Thank you guys for watching the series, and I'll see you guys in the future.